go again.
Going through the same thing.
That's not true. Who is that?
Portrait.
Yeah. Problems every day in every way.
Told me.
Can I ask why in your brain they're popping and locking?
Song feels like it's popping and locking. Are you recording?
Yeah.
Oh, let me get closer to the microphones and stuff.
The closer I get to you. Bye, people, boy. We know we're singing. For giving me all you got.
You know what that reminds me of?
Oh.
Are you really good with Martin episodes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
When Keith Washington came in.
Keith Washington, yeah.
And he was like, yo, Keith!
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He made him say, it was a fool that whole episode.
He was. He said, what's up with that guy over there? She's like, he didn't tell you that's my boyfriend. He's like, oh.
Yeah. And at the end, he was like, yeah, man, I am aware about Gina, but I was wondering if you hooked me up with Pam. And he was like, B2B. You don't want to be that.
That was a good episode.
But who sang the song for real?
Roberta Flack, isn't it?
Oh, is that Marvin Gaye?
No, it's not Marvin Gaye.
Who is it?
Isn't it Peebo?
That is not Peebo Bryson.
Hold on.
That is not no Peebo Bryson.
The closer I get to... Donny Hathaway, we were all the way off. Wow. Dang.
They lying.
No, it's Roberta Flack.
I would have said Teddy Pendergrass before I would have said Donny Hathaway.
Can I play it? Are we going to get dinged if I play it?
I don't know, maybe.
Sweeter and sweeter love grows,
and heaven never knows the rude tricks of time.
It's sad and new.
Unpopular opinion, as people like to say on the internet, I did not like the Luther Vandross and Beyonce version.
A lot of people didn't like that, and I'm one of them.
Yeah. Now I love me some Luther.
We all love Luther.
Oh yeah. Sweet little dee. Well, all right.
Oh yeah.
The bad boys swinging.
Well, all right.
Get it on
Stupid.
Go. How's it start off? Full of the club, everybody.
I don't know the words.
Grab all the tables and chairs.
I do not know the words.
We're gonna have us a good time tonight. And then it's what? Every time that we meet, oh yeah, we skip and we dip to the beat, yeah. This is the party that nobody
that one part. Keep going. I think it's...
This is no... something.
That's the part I like.
Oh, it's gonna be mad because you're a bad boy. You've got a bad boy. Shoot.
Oh, yeah.
I know, I have to hear it to be able to sing it again. Anyways, yes, I like all the Luther, but yeah. I don't like the last two of his albums, sorry, that much.
Well, those aren't
like
really
old school
classics.
Luther.
Yeah, we like the old school. Ooh,
I like the Thickums Luther. I'm sorry. I
can't even get out what I was going to say.
I like Thickums with the drippy Jerry curl Luther. That's what I like.
I like the long ago.
That's still Big Luther.
I know. And so far away.
I fell in love with you before the second show.
Oh, man, that's a good song.
And your guitar.
We should have known. We should have known about Luther from that one song right there. We should have known. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We should have known.
Let me tell you, that was my mom's favorite, and she was in denial.
Nah.
She was in straight denial. I was like, Mom, I don't think he likes you.
You're not the target audience, Mom. Sorry.
I don't think so.
And what to say? What's the rest of the word?
Yeah, she was in love. Okay. We had one of his concerts on Laserdisc.
Whoa, Laserdisc.
On Laserdisc. And she would pop that big boy in, and we would have to watch his concert on TV for an hour and a half. I know a lot of Luther songs, but yeah, she was in denial of him. That's like big people was in denial about Hall & Oates back then. Everybody was like, they're a couple.
They're beefing right now.
They always beefing. They have always been beefing.
Somebody's suing.
Since 1979.
Oates is suing Hall or something. There's something going on.
Yeah. And they're still touring at the same time. They are touring and
fighting.
Having a legal dispute all at the same time.
That's wild.
But since then, 1979, they've been beefing. You don't beef. I don't never hear about no Sade beef. And somebody tried to say, and you tell me if this is true. I'm sorry, y'all. I know. Welcome back. Babbles by Black.
Oh, yeah, we sure enough did not do the intro.
I know, right?
Okay, hey, y'all.
Hey, okay. Babble Buzz Blacks. Woo-hoo. Woo. All right.
Woo.
Somebody said Sade is the name of the band.
It is.
Not her.
Her full name is Helen Falashade Adu. It's her band, though.
Spell that.
Helen, Helen.
That's her first name.
That's her first name.
Okay.
Falashade is, Jesus Christ. Is it F-A-L-O-S-A-D-E?
Female deer.
Right. It's like, it's Falashade. Because actually,
that's all her middle name?
Yeah, Falashade.
And her last name is what?
Adu. A-D-U.
Adu.
Adu.
And they just said, we just gonna call the band Sade.
She said, y'all work for me. This is my band.
Right.
And we're gonna call it Sade.
It's like Last Night in the Pips.
Right. She said, I am David Ruffin and you are the Temptations.
Yeah. So this whole time I always thought that was her name.
I would still call the band and her Sade. I'm sorry. Who's gonna say, hi, Helen? No.
I sure ain't telling, hey, do you like that new Helen for Sade new song? I ain't saying all that. I'm sorry. But I love me some Sade though.
No need to ask. He's a smooth operator.
Smooth operator. You think Sade listens to like City Girls?
No.
Summer Walker?
No.
Really?
No.
Why not?
Nah.
Now you know who uppity and don't listen to probably nobody else. Anita Baker boy, because she been arguing with people. Man, her and Babyface, they been getting into it.
And I am on Team Babyface's side. I'm sorry.
I am as well, because when you hear the playback of that audio that somebody caught, I was like, ooh.
You know what though? I think I've said this on our show before. I'm not really a huge fan of Anita Baker.
What?
She always put me to sleep.
So does Sade?
No.
Yes.
Literally, Anita Baker, her voice is just... it sounds like cotton.
Caught up.
You know what I mean? It's just, it's too soft. There's like no like...
Caught up in the rapture of love.
Oh God, I'm sleeping already.
Nothing else can compare. When I feel the magic of... Girl,
that's
you throw some Anita on a Saturday and you clean your whole house.
Yeah, that's probably why I don't like her that much either.
Probably, right.
Childhood traumas. Yeah.
But, I mean, I love it. I've been wanting to see her in concert, but now I'm like, dang, I don't know, because I love me some Babyface too. But I'm pretty sure she's like, Summer Walker, no. I ain't listening to that.
You know who does listen to the new girls? Dionne Warwick.
She's saw still that. Down. Yeah, she be giving them their flowers and stuff, and she be giving people their kudos.
She does.
Yes,
and of course my fave Patty. That's my favorite. I'm sorry. We don't tolerate any Patty slander around here.
Patty pie.
I love Patty pies. I like all Patty treats actually because she has a whole food line. She's more than pie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She does.
What she got? Patty Rice Krispies?
Nah. She got Patty Peach Cobbler.
Lord.
I seen her. I remember had it though. She has buttermilk pie on the shelf too. Oh. I've seen that. I had tried her breakfast. I think she's like pancakes. They weren't that good. But I still love you, Patty.
Wait, it's like pre-made already?
Yeah, like the pancakes.
Oh,
Yeah, they're like
nah.
little,
What she should do is
$7.
like the Aunt Jemima, have a patty
We need
pancake.
another black woman on the box of pancakes.
Right.
Our lives ain't the same.
Yeah, I think that's what they should do. Take her whatever ingredients and put it in a box and slap Patty's face on it. I bet I'd buy it.
I'd buy it just because it's hers.
Hey, talk to us, Patty.
Patty.
We can mark it for you.
Mess with us, Patty.
Man,
Patty.
listen, if we could have rap snacks, okay? All right? If we could take rappers and put their faces on potato chips and sell them, why could she sell pancakes?
So the rappers are on the chips and the R&B artists are on the pancakes. Rap snacks and R&B treats. Gladys Knight gummy bears.
I can't.
Anita Baker full of frosted flakes.
Oh my gosh. What did you get baby face? What he got?
Oh, Babyface is gonna get some
Like the Pop-Tarts?
Babyface blueberry Pop-Tarts. That's a mouthful. Charlie Wilson Cheetos. Okay.
All right, you guys.
We're back.
So, as y'all know, last week's episode, we focused on
We did.
the birth of Jesus.
We did.
Our Lord and Savior.
Hallelujah.
As a child. We
Yes,
really talked a lot about Mary and Joseph.
Yeah.
Because, again, I'm pretty sure there was some back and forth about that decision.
Oh,
boy.
I'm sure there was.
So this week we're going to roll in, or in this week's episode that you guys are going to listen to, we're going to talk about Jesus as a man. As a boy.
As a boy.
I said coming into his manhood.
Yes.
This is the coming of age story of Jesus Christ.
I'm going to choke.
Sorry. You know how that's how they call them movies. Whenever somebody's going a teenager and they be like, it's a coming of age story.
Right. So imagine if the Bible was a film, there was like a whole montage of, like, because the Bible itself skips from like infancy to like pre-adolescence. It's like, bam, he's 12. So there was like a whole montage of Jesus growing up.
Right. And then what we found out at the end last week is he has siblings. So he's the oldest brother.
I don't know where I've been all these years in my life.
I don't know
do
either.
not remember hearing that Jesus was an older brother.
Because they always focus on just Jesus' life. I ain't know either.
That's messed up. Because we knew Michael Jackson had siblings.
They don't get the kudos though.
Dang.
They be called, his brothers. That's what people do,
We know, but then we know their names
brothers.
though.
The only one everybody care about is Janet.
But we know their names. Oh, I do.
Well, yeah, we do, but
I'm just saying.
they're not as famous. Sorry. That's just not Jesus. It's
Jermaine, Jackie, if y'all listen, I'm sorry.
so you think for Jesus, like his siblings, like somebody had to carry his extra sandals, like somebody had to carry his bag around?
So wait, let's go back. Let's look in the text because I forgot. Where was it in the
It was
Bible?
in Mark 6. Mark 6.
You gonna go to it?
No, I'm gonna tell you where it was.
Okay.
Because I Googled it. But
I did Google it too.
It was Mark 6.
Look at my history.
Something.
Mark 6.
I said
Jesus.
Oops.
Jesus had
It's in
siblings.
Mark 6:3. Mark 6 verse 3. Where it's
It comes up in John too.
Oh, word? What's in John?
It says, let's see. Stop that. Jesus was miraculously born, but he had a normal family with a mother, foster father, half brothers and sisters, Aunt Mary, and wait, nope. This is how, nope, let me hold up. Wait, wait, stop. Everybody stop. Everybody pause. Just hold on. Because what I'm about to say, this is how you know that Jesus was black. Let me read this, okay? Hold
I'm
it.
trying to contain myself. Go for it.
I'm going to read it again. Jesus was miraculously born, but he had a normal family with a mother, foster father, half brothers and sisters, Aunt Mary, and an Uncle Cleophas.
Wait a minute. Who's Cleophas? This must be on Joseph's side. because on Mary's side it's Elizabeth and her husband Zachariah.
It says cousins Elizabeth and her son John the Baptizer. So if you want to hear about Uncle Cleophas, it's John 19:25.
Maybe next week we will talk about his Uncle Cleophas, because I need to know, first of all,
Cleophas.
He sound like the this sounds.
Did anybody hear me?
He sound like
Cleophas.
He sound like a drunk uncle.
Cleophas is only a name in the black community. I am sorry. When is the last time you've seen a white man named Cleophas?
Ain't nobody say Jesus is white. He might be Arabic, but
no. I'm sorry. I'm going back to what I said. This is a black man. Cleophas. I keep hitting the table because I'm just so.
Cleophas, I'm telling you, sound like that sound like a drunk uncle. But so he had the siblings, right? Mm-hmm. And so since he is the oldest, I imagine, and it says there was a 3 brothers and 1 sister.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
or sisters.
Yeah. It says sisters, but they didn't give them no name.
They never.
But we know the brothers are he had 4 brothers. There you go. 4 brothers: James, Josephus.
Now I'm gonna come back to Josephus in a second. Let you read it.
Judas and Simon.
Because we have something different.
Do you think? What you think? What you mean?
I don't know what I rolled upon, but in this one it says the names are Joseph, James, Judas, and Simon, not Joses. And it says James is James the Less. Dang. Okay, let me read back. It's like some scholarly article or something. I don't know what I'm looking at. I think I went too far in a rabbit hole.
But Joseph sounds like it's Joseph. It says, Joseph.
Yeah. Certainly the Bible mentions some of Jesus' siblings by name: Joseph, James, Judas, Simon, Mark 6:3, what we just read. Mm-hmm. There's even some speculation that the latter of these 3 were 3 of the apostles.
That's what you were saying
earlier. However, a reference to James the Less as a son of Alpha, I don't know. This is a lot. I'm not a theologian or whatever that term is. I don't know, but it doesn't say Hoses in what I'm reading here, so I don't know.
So the thing that made me crack up when you started reading was the fact that he said a foster father. First of all, they're all so shady. Don't do Joseph like that. Y'all don't understand his pain. Okay, he made a lot of sacrifice marrying a pregnant woman, especially at that time. And his daddy. What's that? Is that meme? I'm your dad. What's that? Oh man.
What?
You his daddy or whatever it is. It was a funny thing a couple years ago.
You your daddy's son?
Yeah.
You your daddy's son.
Right. This is just you your dad. Like he his daddy's son. We get that, but he had some Joseph in him. You know what I mean? Joseph had to raise him. Now we're jumping into him being 12, but I imagine. So if anyone here has a preteen, like I do, I have a 12-year-old. She's 12 right now. That's a rough year. Okay,
it is.
That is when they are rolling into that adolescence and that preteen phase. Mm-hmm. You think they gave him spankings? You think
Jesus?
Yeah, you think they gave him?
I don't think they literally was like, I'm not touching him. They were hands off.
But it's just kind of like we had to say with Samson back in the day. Remember, like he was. Yeah. I think though, I don't think Jesus. I think he was a good kid. I don't think he did wrong.
Yeah, no, he probably was a good kid.
Yeah,
and he
I don't think there was a reason for him
giving
giving no spankings.
Or them other siblings, of course, they got the rod.
Yes,
because they couldn't keep up with the perfect.
Right. Dang, man, think about that. That's a lot of pressure to live up to. If your older sibling is Jesus Christ,
imagine them at school.
Man, listen. That or it was a good thing.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, you can't fool with James and Simon. That's Jesus's younger brothers. You know you got that Jesus juice. That godly power. Don't fool with them. We gotta give them a last name. Because you know that's how it was in school.
With the royal family.
Like, yeah, you don't mess with them Hamilton sisters. You know how they roll. That's how my mom and them were, the Blakes. So we gotta give them a last name.
How about Harris?
Harris? Don't mess with them Harris's brothers.
Right. The Harrises.
They stand on business.
I did not realize my brain pulled it out. I did not, because That's another thing that popped off during our break of the holidays. That doggone Harris child.
That Harris little boy. Stand on business. So yeah, maybe that's how it was with them. Don't mess with them Harrises. They stand on business. Don't fool with them. Maybe it was like that. So maybe it was a good thing that he.
Maybe so.
You know.
Yeah.
I know I would play it off if he was my older brother. I would tell my older brother Jesus. I'd be a bully. I would be a whole bully up in that school.
But you know, Jesus is not going to come to school to fight anybody. He's going to come and just be like, hey, whatever you're doing to my brother, you know, stop. Like, he's going to be so gentle and like,
Nah, I don't think so. Not at 12.
You think 12-year-old Jesus was gangster, basically?
I don't even think it was gangster, but I think he knew he was that guy. You know what I mean?
So he had theme music.
Oh, you know he had theme music.
What was it? I have a couple in my head right now.
Here we go. Y'all about to be mad at me because I got one that just popped in mind. You know that 50 Cent one?
Which one? Which one?
Which of the band? No of the band. I'm so sorry.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Don't that kind of fit?
But that's not what I was going with.
Okay, where was you going with?
I don't even want to talk about it because it's so corny now.
Why, where was yours going? I know. I'm sorry. I listen to a lot of rap.
I asked you why, but the first one that popped in my head was, and I'm going to tell everybody. I'm the man. I'm the man. I'm the man. The first thing that popped in my head.
Yours is more appropriate than mine.
The next one was Return of the Mac. Because I could just see him bopping up. So I'm back to run the show.
Yes, I am.
And in case you didn't know.
Well.
Okay.
Her suggestions are way more appropriate than what I went with. But I still feel like mine was more probably where he's at. I will find the title for you all to look up because I don't know the title of that song, but I'll
Maybe
find it.
Maybe it was like something instrumental like Shaft or something.
Who is the man that would miss his life for another man? Shaft. Okay.
Oh gosh.
So, but I think he kind of knew who he was. Because when we finally start reading these verses in a minute, you guys, he came off sometimes kind of like, don't you know who I am? Like he remember like when he goes and he tears up that temple, he like, this is my father's house.
But yeah, he has every right to do that.
Right.
If there's anybody in this Bible that had a right to do that, is him. Anybody else that cut a fool in the Old Testament? No, you don't have that right. This man does, literally.
Right.
While you're looking up the verses, let me just read to you how the children's book starts off.
Okay.
With the growth. Okay. It just says, Jesus grew up in Nazareth. He learned about the old stories about Noah and Abraham and many others. He learned about Moses and the laws God had given him. Love God most of all and love others as you love yourself. Oh, so they're just talking. They're teaching Jesus about the yesteryears and everything.
Yesteryears.
And then it says, every year the people remembered the story of Moses and the great escape from Egypt. They held a special festival called Passover. But before I go too deep, because at this point he is around 12, what does the Bible say? Okay. Does it go straight to the Passover
so
too?
In the Bible, it says the boyhood of Jesus. Now his parents went to Jerusalem every year at the feast of the Passover.
Okay.
And when he was 12 years old, they went up to Jerusalem after the custom of the feast. And when they had fulfilled the days, as they returned, the child Jesus tarried behind in Jerusalem, and Joseph and his mother knew not of it. See? That's what I'm talking about. So they left.
Oh yeah, the Bible. This church Bible
He's supposed to leave with them.
Wait,
he's like, nah. I don't care what my mama and my stepdaddy doing.
Let me.
I'm chilling. I'm staying in the
Foster
city.
father, you mean?
Stop. He ain't no foster daddy.
That's what the thing said.
Poor Joseph be like, I'm your daddy. You gotta listen to me.
No, wait, that song. I'ma call your mama. Call my mama. Tell your mama. You just mad because they ain't my daddy.
Man. Why are we like this?
That's
But
so
I do like
sad.
that song is funny. That's the stepdaddy song.
Stepdaddy. Okay. So, just piggyback from what you read, the Children's Bible says, after the festival, everyone from Nazareth set off for home. They had gone some way when Mary thought, where is Jesus? I haven't seen him all day. No one had seen him.
Now-
Mary and Joseph rushed back to Jerusalem. So it means you're like halfway home.
Right. And just notice.
What kind of, the Home Alone is going on here?
How many times have we said in the Bible, these parents be slipping? These are bad parents, okay? I mean, I'm pretty sure St. Mary and Father Joseph were great people. But how you missing your whole kid? How you didn't realize?
So there's 4 brothers, right? We
Four
gave them names,
brothers.
and a host of unnamed
and
daughters.
we don't know how many sisters, and we
even
don't know the names.
You mean to tell me you didn't physically count your kids before y'all left to go back home?
That, or like you said in Home Alone, someone did, but accidentally double counted the kid.
Yeah.
Because ain't no way y'all was on them camels back,
But
riding back home and miss how you missed the kid.
But let me pose this to you. You guys knew the importance of Jesus from before he was born. As host parents. You know I'm going with this.
Yes.
Why would you lose track of somebody
You
so
like,
important?
if any kid to be lost, it ain't that one. Lose Jose. Jose is sacrificeable.
This is Hostess was like, Jesus, come on. I'm going. I'm
Right.
busy.
It's like, man, I'm about my daddy's business.
Hostess is like,
This is what Jesus said. I'm about my daddy's business. And Hostess is like, I don't know what to do. And then they too scared to tell their mama and daddy.
so Mary and Joseph like, Hostess, where's Jesus? Hostess, can you please tell us if you've seen him? Because it's a long way back to Jerusalem. He's just like, ew. I don't know.
Buckle under pressure, boy.
Right?
He was like, last I saw him, he was out in the meat market. He's like, I don't know. I tried to tell him, come on, let's go. The chariots was leaving.
Oh my God. The chariots.
The chariots is leaving. We gotta go. But
It is only so much they can hold in that doggone chariot anyway.
man. So this is what I'm talking about. What you doing? Not listening to your parents. He's supposed to be in charge. He should have been telling James and Judas and Jose and Simon and all the kids, hey, mom and dad's ready to go. We got to get back home. Festival's over. Everybody come on. Be responsible. But you was out
Or-
doing your own thing.
He could have said, I'm going to stay here. Y'all can go back.
The 12-year-old telling them
But
to the
who
parents.
is going to... Hello? There are the host parents. You literally had an angel come out of the heavens.
Don't call me a host like I'm host like an alien.
like, you go have this baby, okay? It's not yours. Just we need your body.
Hey,
Mary, you heard me?
that's cold-blooded.
So yeah, Jesus can be like, y'all go ahead. I got something to do. And it's gonna be like, full disclosure, it's gonna be like this until
The
my dad
surrogates.
So
Dang, that's cold-blooded. It's still was mad as egg though. If I was mad, I'd be like, hey, you could have did this without my egg. He's still part of my blood.
And Jesus gonna be like, why do you need me? You've got 7 other kids. I've got something greater to do. Mary gone.
See, this is what I'm saying. I wonder if they spanked them because let me tell you right now where I'm at, right, Cobb, right now. If I'm on the way to Augusta and I'm halfway there and I gotta
not
turn
turning
around
back.
because you wasn't where you supposed to be,
I'm not turning back.
oh, I'm gonna tear your behind up once I find you.
I'm not
That's
turning
what's
back.
happening because
I'm not turning back.
okay, so
Yeah.
you said you would leave the kid.
I'm not turning back.
You're not turning back. You ain't looking for him.
No.
Okay. You know, defect's gonna come for you. If
There's
they
no
try.
defects in these times.
Okay.
Wait, are you talking about if I was...
Yeah, I was talking about these times.
They don't have defects back then.
But yeah, back then, no.
You know how
they
many
didn't have it.
kids got away with stuff in the Old Testament? And I'm sure parts of the new. There's no defects there.
Well,
there's no child services.
So, yeah.
You know what? No, I'll take it back because I forgot there was that Gazette floating around.
That's true. We had Israel Daily News.
And all it takes is for one little nosy neighbor to be like, ooh.
Right. Ooh, I wonder if that's happened. Somebody was still in town was like, did his parents leave like 30 minutes ago? What's she still doing out here? Where her mom and daddy? So that's just messed up. So it says the mother knew not of it, but they supposing him to have been in the company went a day's journey, and they sought him among their kinsfolk and acquaintance.
What?
And when they found him not, they turned back again to Jerusalem seeking him. So, in other words, she thought they didn't see him with their wagon and camels, but they thought, oh, maybe he over there with John,
his family,
and the other kinsfolk that was traveling,
his cousin.
And then when they got home, then they realized, oh no, he ain't with nobody.
All the way home.
Yeah. I don't know if they got all the way home, if they pulled over, because there ain't no phone. It ain't like somebody could call somebody and be like, "Hey, is Jesus with you?" Mary, is Jesus with you? Nah. Elizabeth, Jesus with you?
Cleophas.
His uncle, Cleophas.
You know, Cleophas probably sound like James Brown. I don't know. I ain't seen no Jesus.
I don't know Jesus. I ain't seen him.
I ain't seen him.
Well, would have made his uncle a drunk and sound like James Brown.
James Brown. DMX. What?
No.
Like, no. Cleophas, sorry.
So, it says they turned back, all the way went back to Jerusalem seeking him. And it came to pass that after 3 days, they looked for him for 3 days.
A minute.
After 3 days, they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of doctors, both hearing them and asking them questions. And all that heard him were astonished at his understanding and answers. And when they saw him, they were amazed. Ooh. And his mother said unto him, Son, why hast thou thus dealt with us? Behold, thy father and I have sought thee sorrowing. And he said unto them, How is it that you sought me? Was ye not that I must be about my father's business?
I told you.
And they understood not to say which he spake unto him. And he went down with them and came to Nazareth and was subject unto them. But his mother kept all these sayings in her heart. And Jesus increased in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and man. So, in other words, when they found him, they was like, boy, what is you doing up in here with these men? And he's like, what you mean? About my father's business.
Okay.
And so when it's saying that she kept all these sayings in her heart, in other words, when they got back home, she was like, I swear on everything. I'm going to tell this little boy, if I could, I would knock him upside his head. Okay. But she said, you know what? I'm going to leave it to you, Lord. That's all she had to do. I'm going to put it in God's hands. Because what can you do?
What's that mean? I'm going to let Jesus God take care of it. Because if I do, I'm going to jail.
Right. That's probably how she felt. And you know Joseph was mad because he probably can't, he really ain't my child. I can't put my hands on him.
Foster.
Dang.
So let me just read to you how the children's book has it. It's a little worse.
Oh, wow.
It's more direct. So it says, at last they found Jesus. He was sitting with the wise teachers talking about the old stories and the laws. And then Mary says, why are you here? We have been so worried about you. That's what he said. Why? No. Why? Didn't you know that I had to be in my Father's house? Again, Jesus is David Ruffin, and they're the Temptations. And in the book,
wait, pause. Because I'm sure when they came all the way back, his siblings came back too. And when he said, why, I'm sure James and Jose was like, ooh.
He did not talk about my daddy like that.
Was like, did you just talk back to mom and daddy?
Y'all be quiet. I want to hear this.
you know the second oldest, who was right underneath Jesus. Was like, he was in there.
I feel like they have the order here.
He was like, let me get the glass to the wall. He was like, hold on, y'all. Ooh, yeah, I think he said, He said, why? He talking back. And they was like, word, he talking back. Yeah, he talking
So
back.
I think James is the oldest one.
So it's Jesus, James, Judas, Jose, and then Simon.
Wait. I lost my spot again. Yeah, James. Jose is a form of Joseph.
That's what I said earlier when
You
you
did.
said.
And then Simon and Jude.
And then Simon Jude. So Jude is
baby boy.
The baby boy. Okay. So yeah, that's funny. Man, I'm sure they was like, ooh, he gonna get it.
But look, in the children's book, let me paint this picture for y'all. When she's asking him, where have you been? Jesus has a whole smile on his face. He's like, I told you. Mary looks worried. Joseph has his hands behind his back like, oh, I can't touch him. Because if I touch him, it's going to be a problem. But this child, this young man, Jesus, is looking on like, y'all could have, you didn't have to come back for me. I'm fine. Gone.
So like I said, I think at 12 and his adolescence, he was in that headspace of, I know my ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, and I'm good on what you have been teaching me, mama and daddy. Now I need to, step up into my father's business and be up in this temple, talking to people and getting wisdom from the priest and whatnot. Now, he could have just asked his parents. He could have said, hey, do you, like you said, well, you said he was just like, y'all go back, I'm going to stay. But he could have, the pipe thing was, I feel, as Jesus, that my place is here. So, mom and dad, you all may make the journey back.
Now you know.
I need to find
he was not
a place to lay my head. I don't know.
He called them Mary and Joseph.
Oh.
He said Mary.
He had that. He was on the white people thing, calling his parents by their full first name.
Because they're not his real parents.
Dang. I know. Ooh, let me tell you, because with my kids sometimes, because my oldest, she'll do it sometimes. She's like, because you didn't hear me, like, from the store. I'll be like, don't call me, Regina. I'm mom.
Yeah.
Don't call, no.
Now, I will say I do call my mother by first name just jokingly. Mm-hmm. Like, I would never, like, address her as such.
Right.
Never. Because I like my life. And
exactly.
I like my face. And at my grown age, she can still dismantle some things. So
all mamas can. Yeah.
But he's calling them Mary and Joseph. Just want to let you know. There's no mom and dad.
I feel like.
No, it's like, hi, earthly mom. Hi, earthly dad.
Wow. Dang. That's cold-blooded. I feel like Jesus, at this point in time, like you said, if he was going to school and stuff, I feel like he been like, because he get ready in the morning. Mm-hmm. I imagine him being that guy that in the mirror be like hyping himself up. Like, hey, when I go in, I'm be like, I'm gonna say this how I'm gonna say it before he does like his miracles. Like, I'm sure, when they were talking about he turned,
it's like
the water to wine. I'm sure he was at school doing little kitty size magic tricks. You know what I mean?
Miracles, not magic tricks.
Well, yes, to us they're miracles. But I'm sure when they were kids, he was doing things that little magic tricks. They ain't miracles. It wasn't like he was healing the crippled little boy in school. But I'm pretty sure he was like turning stuff to take. Like, here go your apple juice. Oh, you know what? Apple juice, you want grape juice? Here you go. You know what I mean?
Apple to grape.
Right. His little practice miracles. I don't think he went in full miracle.
He probably was able to get like a chalk that snaps in half, put back together. Like, oh, thank you. Like their pencils or something real like basic. Like, oh, my tablet is broken. Stone. Oh, I got you. Puts hands on it. Thanks, Jesus.
You're such a cool guy. But I still think that, in the mornings, he'd be like, all right. He sprayed himself with his Axe body spray. Getting ready. Combing his hair. Because he had wavy hair. And he was cute.
So Jesus had drip.
Yeah, he was like, get himself ready. He's like, all right, when I go in today, what I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to go in. And when when they're like, can you, bring me some extra meat? Sure, yeah, I can do that. And I just need to figure out, like, should I do it like this or like this or like this? I feel like that's where he was at. Like, let me practice. Because he don't want to look too cool. You don't look cool, but you don't want to look too cool.
Yeah.
Type thing. Because, you know, girls don't like that. Girls be like, he cocky. He think all that just because he got these little magic tricks.
Jesus couldn't get no girls.
Nah. Ain't no, what girl gonna date Jesus? You either gonna have the one who is the pick me, and she really gonna be like, oh, my preference Jesus. But he don't want that. He don't want to do that.
Jesus can't get no girls.
And the other girls will be like, because he's got a whole plan already for his life.
Right. They're like, you don't want to mess with that one. That he'll drag you down, girl. Because,
right.
Oh my gosh, he's not even like the son of like Mary and Joseph for real. He's the son of God, like actual sky daddy. Like seriously. Well, then how did he get here, girl? Let me tell you.
Oh, the gossip around school,
girl.
Man, you know, especially when he hit high school, they were like, "Hey, is that Jesus of Bethlehem or is that Jesus of Nazareth?" And they'd be like, "I think it's one the same." Okay, but that's not the other Jesus. That ain't Bartholomew's Jesus, right?
No.
They were like, nah. That's Jesus, you know, Mary and Joseph Jesus. The one, you know, his mama, right. You know, Joseph ain't really his daddy.
Yeah.
You know, that's how they did him?
Right. Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, then that's messed up because then that makes him sound like geeky. Like he was, like everybody was like,
you just said he couldn't get no girls.
Just because you don't get no girl. He don't want no girls, I don't think. Again, I think just like, I ain't got time for that.
Jesus, I brought you some figs.
Thanks. Add them to the pile. That's how I feel like he did it. Like a girl, she probably did. She's like, oh,
my mother makes this really good date cupcakes. I brought one for you. Actually, I brought you the whole dozen if you want to take the rest home.
Yeah.
Here you go.
And he's probably been like, Simon, can you get the basket from her?
Wait, why am I giving them to Simon? Why are you taking them?
He's just gonna grab it from me, add it to the pile of the rest of the gifts I got.
There's more.
Yeah.
People give me. Okay.
You're not the first one.
I'm not. They feel all special. I'm not.
Right? Nah, girl. Nah, girl.
Sorry, you're not my kind of girl.
Oh dang.
Okay. So yes.
You're the kind of girl that advanced streets are made of. Oh, girl, I'm sorry. Yeah, you started that. So, but I'm sure that's how it was. There probably was like, and he's just like, I ain't got time for that. And I don't blame him. He's like, I'm trying to save all of y'all. Okay? He has some pressure on his shoulders. I'm trying to save the world, and you bringing me figs and date cupcakes. Date cupcakes. Girl, you know there's a whole hell down there and demons that I gotta go fight. You think he was like,
you think you special?
Right. Like, you think you special? Bringing me some figs and dates?
He probably chomped her down so good. That poor girl was traumatized. She probably never want to date again.
Dang.
She was like, no. That's how nuns got it created. Let me stop.
But man, yeah.
Oh man.
He got more important things to do.
I know my ego will be bruised. Like, dang.
Your ego bruised.
Dang.
You come in with your freshest outfit.
Fresh to death outfit.
You have hype colors on.
I took extra time on my hair. I had my best Jesus sandals on. Because I'm trying to impress you. Okay? And here you talking about, I ain't got time for this?
Right.
What?
Yeah. You got your hair. Dang it. What they curl their hair with? They have rollers. What you think they was using to pin their curls?
I don't know.
They was using thorns. Hold it down.
Okay, moving right along. Okay.
Sorry, y'all.
Okay. So the Children's Bible, after the whole why are you here moment, it says he went back home and grew to be a man, and he was a good man, a good son to his parents, and he learned the kind of work that Joseph did, which was the carpentry. We all know that. So that was like some of the last few times he spent with his foster family before he moved on to become the Jesus we all know.
Right.
but of course we want to hear what the Bible says, because in the children's Bible, it says here, all he did was, I shouldn't say all, but he helped people understand the old stories and the laws, and he wanted people to understand what God was like and how much God loves them, and all of those things, and Jesus loves the little children. All that stuff is coming into play here. So
they got them red and yellow, black and white in there.
They do have red and yellow, black and white. But stop. But I will say this: it started off very tame before the people who were the evil people got tired. I shouldn't got tired. Got threatened of his teachings, because all he's really saying is like, hey, this is what happened in the past.
Right.
Want you to do better before my actual father has to come down and just, tear this whole place up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because after that it goes into his baptism by his cousin John the Baptist, and then after that it goes into Tiberius Caesar and Pontius Pilate, being the governor over Judea, and all these people being in reign, and then how they end up, like you said, he's starting to teach more of what's to come now, and then they end up getting jealous, and they're like, oh no, we need to plot and plan this man's downfall.
That's terrible.
And then after that, it goes into, them plotting and planning and all that stuff. It talks about, him going through the temptation where, Satan takes him, like he's in the desert, he's fasting or whatever, and the temptation, all that stuff. But that's more in his adulthood life. So, which we'll probably touch on that maybe next week. But to wrap this episode up, I mean, one, he was an older sibling. Which to me, that's just, I don't know why that's not informative type information. Like, why do they not bring that up at church or in Bible study?
And I feel like, I really wish y'all said something.
Right.
Just
because the way they make it sound like he an only child.
It makes him sound more personable and human-like. You know what I mean? Like if he has a whole family.
Right.
I guess that's why they don't want to talk about it, because they want him to just.
They want him to be
the
Jesus,
the thing,
Lord,
yeah,
right?
The Jesus,
right?
Not older brother Jesus, but the Jesus,
right? So, and then as he grows up, like, how do you as siblings, like, you know what I mean? Like, how I can't talk to you anymore. Like, if we confided in each other, if at 13 years old, I'm like, hey, I think I'm gonna try to go out on a date with Sarah because I think she cute and da-da-da. You can't have those kind of conversations with Jesus no more.
No, he's not paying attention to
Nah, he ain't worried about that.
And you know what's funny? Like, as the youngest child in my family, you already don't talk to your older siblings a lot.
Right.
Like, growing up, I should say, because there's the age gaps, and there's the maturity gap and all that stuff. So there ain't no sitting down and having a heart-to-heart with Jesus.
Right.
He's like,
right. They be like, oh. Yeah, and then people asking you, hey, Judah, what's your brother Jesus like? Like, I don't know. I don't really talk to him that much. No. They be like, but he's your brother. He lives with you. Yeah, but not really.
Right. Or there's going to be one petty brother that says, well, he has a higher purpose, so he don't talk to us.
Oh, dang. That's Judas.
That is true. It's always one.
Always one.
It's always one.
Yeah, you know them sisters in the complaint. How come he ain't got as many chores as we do? Why I'm always doing the dishes? I always have to take out the trash. How come Jesus can't take out the trash sometimes?
They over there washing his loincloth like, I'm so tired of this Jesus.
And Mary's like, well, that he's got a higher purpose, you guys. I imagine, though, they all probably came together as a family. That's why God picked them.
Yeah.
They probably all were like, well, we're here to serve you and do whatever you want. But I'm pretty sure there was some rough times during them.
I'm sure there was a lot of rough times. I'm sure there was a lot of sibling rivalry.
That's pressure on him, though, too, because you can't be a regular kid. You can't be wrestling in the backyard with your brothers.
Does Jesus get dirty?
I know, right? Did he? Or did he get dirty and fling his head? Like, I don't know. We don't know.
Or did the dirt just like slide off?
Right.
Because his skin is probably.
Or he just never got dirty because he's protected by like a God glow.
God glow.
You got the glow.
All right, I believe it.
Yeah.
Because he was.
Right. And again, just like we had joked about before, like you can't play games with him. He already knows who's going to win. He going to win. He's going to outsmart you. He's very wise. You can't play Battleship with Jesus.
C4. Wait, I didn't put a thing down. C4, C3, C2. What else you want to play?
Yeah, right. Like, okay.
Checkers. Bump, 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 bump. King me. Wait.
One.
I didn't try to play.
Man.
That's
Clue.
hard. Kitchen, candlestick, curry mustard. Next game.
Run him. His family was sick of him. They couldn't play no games. You can't play no more games. I can't accidentally injure him. But Jesus is strong too, so you can't arm wrestle Jesus.
Bap. Your
Every
turn,
time.
Simon. Bap.
Knocking him out. And then that might make your siblings feel some kind of way. Like, man, I can't really do much with him.
I know I would. And so that means since they couldn't do much with him, they didn't spend a lot of time with him. And he was off on his own, writing his little, whatever. And
Jesus had an agenda book.
He was Captain's log.
So, yeah. Stargate. X3 VVL. He's one of those he was like, they talk about what's his name that I think he's still alive. No, I think he passed away. Stephen Hawkins.
Yeah, I think he's passed away.
Yeah, he passed away. But just got that genius brain, you can't.
A beautiful mind.
Yeah, like you just can't relate to him. And that's probably was hard for him as his parents. You can't outsmart him as some of his parents try to do our kids. You can't do that because he'll gonna be like, yeah, no, that don't make sense, mom and dad, because da 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 da. And you'll be like, you know what, you're right. Just go on bed. Go on bed. Just go to bed.
That's funny. I don't know. I can't say I wish I knew because I'm sure there's not much out there, but I just honestly do not remember hearing that he had a whole sibling.
He had a whole family. They had a whole family partridge.
Right. I'm going to talk to my old youth pastor. Find him on Facebook.
Right.
Why you ain't tell me?
Yeah, how come y'all never brought this up and told nobody? But yeah, he had siblings.
Yeah, as we keep going into the New Testament about Jesus and how miraculous he was, it's going to get interesting. Why what? Why did I just do that?
Yes, that was a little bit much.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Couldn't tell you.
That's fine.
Okay.
We all do certain things.
I mean, listen, I'm trying to keep a good headspace here because like I've said several times, New Testament always felt heavy to me, so I want to be as light.
I just don't even know why. As you can see, Jesus didn't care.
He sure didn't. Jesus didn't care. Why should I care?
Right? Yeah. But, I mean, he cared, but he just
WWJD.
Hey, WWJD.
Remember his bracelets?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
I was just thinking though, his brothers and sisters ain't had no bracelets.
WWSD. What would Simon do? What would the hostess do?
Dang.
What would the WW unnamed daughter do?
Right.
That's sad.
It's so silly.
But
yeah, I mean, that's just it. It's gonna be interesting because now the next weeks or so we're gonna end up jumping into his adulthood
and the disciples and all the bad stuff that happens. But before we do that, you guys don't be love holidays. There's a special one coming up.
Yes.
So we do have a special episode to talk about. And
we're going to jump back to Old Testament.
We're going to jump back a little bit. And you know what? God is good. Let me tell you real quick.
Oh, why is that?
Because I told you that I did not want to discuss anything lovey-dovey because I wasn't in that headspace.
Yeah.
But now look, girl.
Look at God. Would you look at God? Yes.
That's all I'm going to say.
But now, again, I've told y'all several times, she is a sap. I am not. So she's going to love this whole...
Oh, I am.
I think we should read it like a poetry slam or something like that. Because It's all poems and love letters.
It is, but we'll talk more about just love in general.
So, all of it.
Maybe we'll do like a Black love edition of the Bible, couples in the Bible. Okay, we're getting carried away.
All right,
y'all. Thanks for tuning in for another episode.
Yep.
And we're having fun with this. Yes, and I hope you guys are too. So.
That it's 2024. New year.
Deuce and a quarter. Wait, that's
no.
That's not deuce and a quarter.
No.
Dang.
No.
I don't know what that is. Is it deuce and a half? I don't know, man.
I don't know where you're going with this. I really don't.
Deuce and a quarter is 225, right? Because a quarter.
Yes.
Leave me alone. All right, so follow us on all social media platforms. We're there if you're there, okay? Continue to run up our numbers. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all of those things.
Yes. Work with us too, while this is our first time trying to do this video podcast. So these first two might be a little sketchy, but we gonna get in the groove of it all. So.
Look, we don't have a production team.
Right.
Okay?
We are our production team.
We are the production team.
So we get some more monies rolling in. And then we'll have some merch coming and a couple of other different things.
And as you're wearing your shirt, I was thinking, it needs to be on a hoodie.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. We need a hoodie.
Gotta put on a hoodie.
Definitely. Hoodie with a sweatshirt.
Let's show.
So we have our faces on the hoodie part and then like a cross on the leg.
I can roll with that. I mean, why not?
Right. All right, y'all. We hope y'all enjoyed this episode as we talked about Mr. Jesus in his adolescent stage. You think anybody ever called him Mr. Jesus?
Why does that sound like a whole Kendrick Lamar album? Mr. Jesus in his adolescent stage. That sounds like a whole album cover.
It does. But still, I wonder if anybody did that. Be like, hey, Mr. Jesus. Does he want to
He's like, bless you.
All right, that's it. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.